Hey guys, this is a late night, very late night Reels review, week 52. So yeah, I had forgot about doing a review, and it's now 12:34 a.m. in Canada, Atlantic Canada. So we get down to this. This week I'm reviewing X-Men Origins Wolverine, which I actually did not like, because as I said way back when I did my X-Men 2 review, I said Wolverine was is one of the most interesting characters, because he's got so much backstory, because, he's immortal and shit, he's been alive for 100 plus years, so, this was an opportunity to do something really great, maybe get some cool historical stuff in there, and that is not what happened. I mean, sorry. For a brief minute in the opening credits, you see the wars they're going through and stuff, and it's very brief, and they don't really stay with any of that. It's have to go right up to wherever the fuck they are, 80s, 90s, I don't know. And there were way too many characters in my opinion, and it did feel a little rushed, because you got Stryker who comes up to Wolverine and Sabretooth and asks him, join the fucking team, boys. And then he goes, and that's it seems like years later they're going on this random ass mission. I want to see them all meet up together and see how they react to each other from start. And the amount of characters that were in this, there's fucking Wolverine, Sabretooth, and dead Wade Wilson, and freaking Dominic Monaghan, the Black Teleporter, Fat Guy, Blob. I think that's it. Oh, and there's Gambit, but I'll get to him later. But yeah, when these characters die, you don't really care if they died, because you didn't really have any real time with them, because they just seem to be there, for cameos. When I heard this was coming out and Ryan Reynolds was cast, I was like, oh yeah, Ryan Reynolds. It's everyone was making such a big deal about it. I was like, okay, yeah, I want to see him in this. And then he's in it for 2 fucking minutes. Okay, maybe I'll give him 10, but still, it was what? It was cameo? I don't ever want cameo. I want Ryan Reynolds being funny. But that is not what happened. And yeah, it kind of pisses you off, but and the other characters, as I said, didn't really get a lot of time. But there were kind of cool cameos, with Scott Summers and Professor X, and Storm was supposed to have a cameo, but it got cut. And oh yeah, the introduction of Gambit. Gambit's a character that I know me and a lot of other people have probably wanted to see for years pop up in an X-Men movie, because he's just a great character. I remember him from the 90s X-Men animated series. Of course he wasn't Cajun in this, but still I don't really care too much. It didn't bother me a lot, to be honest, but he was quite underused, but given the amount of fucking characters they already had, it was fine. Supporting characters, you just didn't give two shits about. But hope maybe Gambit will get his own movie. Hopefully they won't screw around with it, or I don't really see how they could screw it. Well, I can see how they could screw it up, but they could probably do it right. But yeah, and where else was I going with this? Oh yeah, the CGI. There's quite a bit of CGI. That shot with the plane, where they're riding the plane there near the first, looked really crappy to me. It looked really fake and crappy. I know it's fake, but it looked fake. Do something better on my computer. And then the CGI and the claws that they kept having, I was like, 10 years ago when X-Men 1, they had, better, it looked real. they look real. And in this, it's like cartoon claws, and no to the CGI claws. Like, I can understand them using it at points, but every fucking time. But like, and it would also help if they had some years for this. Like, like which years this would taken place, how many. Like, I know after Wolverine left, I think like 6 years passes, but how long when Stryker first approached them to that mission where he did quit? Like, it seemed like years to me. And like, where were they when the movie ended? Like, what year is it? 1990? Like, and I don't really think there's much more to say other than I really didn't like this film. I thought they could have, like, it had the potential to be really good, and it wasn't. But I guess we'll have to find out with the sequel if they do a better job on that, and the Deadpool movie. So until next time, oh yeah, 5 out of 10 for me. So until next time, Berg is up later today, and I will see you guys next Sunday. As always, have a good one.